after the top of the ninth when the Reds got back in it and Brad Hand blew the save, the second blown save in the ninth inning in the last 3 games for the Phillies. We welcome you to Postgame Live, presented by our friends at Cure Auto Insurance. Ricky Batalico, I'm Michael Barkan. In a moment, back to talk to the crew at Citizens Bank Park, but also Bryce Harper in a rehab appearance, his first since his last game, June 25th, when he got injured. 2 home runs, 2 for 3, 2 home runs, 2 walks. But Ricky Bo, let's get to this game. Come on. The Reds are not a great team.
The Reds,
you take it any way you can get it.
Yeah, take it any way you can get it is right. You take the win and you get out of Dodge. That's what you have to feel like in this one. I mean, the Phillies tried giving this game back to the Reds, twice at least in this game. And then the defense kind of faltered on them and Brad Hand's inning there in the top of the ninth inning. But the bottom line is getting the win. They did fight back. It took the youngsters again. I mean, how many times are we going to see Bryce and Stott come up big? And once again, the Reds defense, let's just throw a ball from the outfield just in the middle of the diamond. That's what they did. Allowed Gene Segura to score. Stott goes over to third base, and then a big at-bat by Maton. I mean, I love those 2 guys, Maton and Stott. They can play. They play hard. They grind for you every single time out. And you have to love that in younger players. At least those guys have that little it thing that they could bring to the table late in games.
2 different programs going on over at the ballpark tonight. One was the ball game. The other was 4 gentlemen, well, I use that term loosely, 4
Clowns.
Guys out in left field having a great time calling the game, the out in left field game. And we are joined by Tom McCarthy, John Kruk, Ben Davis, Ruben Amaro Jr. And guys, your vantage point must have been so special to watch Bryson Stott do it and then Nick Maton get that game-winning single.
Yeah, Michael, I thought the Bryson Stott one was really sweet watching that. I mean, obviously we thought it was going to go out of the ballpark. In fact, it hit the top of the wall. But this view from where we were to watch that was pretty cool, how majestic it was.
I mean, coverage. Bull's getting his neck done. John's on the propofol already. He's ready to go. I see him with the inhale. Yeah, I've got it. Okay, that's nice. So it was. Yeah. I thought it was very special. You don't let a ball game get in the way of a good conversation. And you guys did that.
Not a good hospital stay. No.
Hey, I got to say it was a fun night, Mike.
It was fun, but if we were on radio, people would probably say, God, this stunk. But we're on TV. You can watch a game.
Yeah, no, it was good.
You can't have stories with Bull every day.
Can't have stories with Bull.
Tyrese Maxey.
Can have him.
Okay,
Not
wait.
every day.
Last thing, just for old time's sake, I want you guys to sit up straight, pretend you're on the roller coaster, and then just lean to your left. Okay, here we go. Right now, there we go. Oh, yeah.
Woo!
All right, we'll talk to you tomorrow if you're up. Okay.
No, you don't.
All right. Well, we'll
See
try.
you, boys.
Thanks so much, guys. Just John Kruk, Tom McCarthy, Ben Davis, Ruben Amaro Jr. having a good. They are nutty. We got Rob Thomson in a moment.
You've lost your mind.
I have, but you know what? They started it. So, Ricky Bo, when you look at this team, they've now won 3 out of 4. It's amazing how things switch in baseball. They got thumped by the Mets. We were all concerned, rightly so, with regard to that kind of competition. Well, these guys come in. They stink. Phillies are doing what they need to do.
What do they do? They stink.
They stink.
Yeah, I mean, let's just break down the Reds real quick. How many base running mistakes can you make in one game? You had a guy with a ball off the wall go back and tag up at second base for no apparent reason, only made it to third base. Later on in the ball game, in that inning, they should have scored 2 runs. I believe that was the 8th inning. They should have scored at least 2 runs in that inning. And then you still have runners in scoring position in the 8th, and you have 3 guys strike out in a row. I mean, you have to be able to put one ball in play, you would think, in that type of situation. But, yes, this is not a very good team. They've made the same mistake in 2 straight games, throwing the ball into the infield where they throw it to absolutely nobody. Yesterday
they threw it around.
Yesterday they threw a ball in from right center field to shortstop where there was no shortstop. And then today they throw a ball in just into the middle of the diamond. I mean, it's horrible base. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, but the Phillies,
it's embarrassing baseball.
It is, but the Phillies will take it. They are now 68-55. Ricky Bo, that's a .552 win percentage. I bring that up because that's 90 wins. They're on pace for 90 wins.
I got them for 93 and 69.
That's what they're going to finish at.
Yeah.
So they're going to play even better ball than they currently are. Let's hear from the manager. Rob Thomson starts it off with a smile.
How would you describe that swing of emotion? emotions there in the ninth inning?
Amazing. But these guys just keep fighting, you know. We got down 3 early, and well, not early, but we weren't getting anything off of their starter, and all of a sudden we busted out with 4, and you know, and then add on with Veerling's home run, and then they come back and tie it and go ahead, and they just kept fighting. It was great. I'm happy for Maton, happy for Stott, happy for Plasmeyer. I mean, that's about as difficult a situation you can make your major league debut in. And I didn't want to do that, but Ranger was out of pitches. In fact, he went over a little bit.
And you basically had to pitch him there, right? Because otherwise you had nobody in the back end.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And he did a great job. He really did. I mean, 3 pitches and got out of that thing. That's incredible. Great poise, great, yeah.
You get a look at what Bryce Harper did tonight?
I heard 2 home runs and 2 walks, 2 for 3.
Does that at all put him in play this weekend, maybe?
I don't know. It's, you know, we got to talk to him, and I think I don't know when the 60 days up. I think it's Friday, maybe. First day eligible Friday. So, but, you know, we got to talk to him.
But it's not impossible.
Probably not. I mean, depends on how he feels, I guess.
Stott's come through in a bunch of these big late spots. How uncommon is that for a rookie, and what do you think has enabled him to be able to hit some of these good closers late in games?
I just think he's a confident guy, and he's a good player, and he's confident, and he has a slow heartbeat, you know. He continues to come through. All those guys, Veerling, Stott, Maton, every one of them came through tonight, all those young guys. So it's great. It's great to see.
It's up from Gene, too, right?
Yeah, on the overthrow. Yeah. Yeah. And Stott. Both of them moved up. So, yeah. And Ranger, I thought Ranger pitched great, you know, and then he just kind of lost the plate in the 6th. Plasmeyer did a great job. I thought Alvarado did fine. You know, he got a double that got between the 2 outfielders. Wouldn't really hit hard, and then a kind of a bloop base hit over the first baseman's head. And Brad got, you know, had an error, so we gave him an extra out there, but he got ground balls. And so.
Something shifted for Ranger in the 6th? Like, did you notice anything?
I didn't notice anything. It's just he just kind of lost his control and lost the plate.
Were you trying to stay away from Robertson tonight, just based on how many pitches?
Yeah, Robertson and Brogdon.
When you have a bunch of crazy wins the way that you guys have, you know, since you took over, do you think that almost kind of like becomes a characteristic of the team? Like, do you kind of get yourselves into these tight spots and say, like, we're going to do this? Like, you just kind of get that feeling sometimes?
Yeah, I think, well, they continue to fight, and I think when you have come from behind victories like that, yeah, I think you get a feeling that, you know, you can do this. You can get it done. Just keep grinding and keep fighting, and eventually it'll turn, you know. And they've done that. It's been good. Thank you.
Thank you, Topper, for Nick Maton, his first career walk-off hit in his first career walk-off plate appearance.
Yeah, Phillies now 30-20 since Bryce Harper left. So that takes a lot of
10 games above 500.
A lot of picking each other up, and I will tell you this much: Bryson Stott has had a major part in that. Alec Boehm has had a major part in it, and then the rest of the guys like Real Muto, Castellanos have started picking up as of late. And now you're going to add Harper probably come Friday or Saturday. This is going to be a nice little thing for the offense when he comes back.
It sure will. And Rob Thomson has asked, when might we next see Bryce Harper?
Okay, how did the thumb react? Okay, that's great. He had a great game down in AAA, but what you really want to see is how he feels tomorrow. Is it stiff? Did it stiffen up on him? Does it ache? Does anything happen? I mean, that's all to be seen, but it's a I mean, to me, that's a pretty good start right there.
Rob Thomson did not know when Bryce Harper's eligible to come off because he's managing a team.
I think it's Friday, but I can't be 100%.
And the Phillies had said they wanted him to have his rehab stint until Saturday, have an off day Sunday, and then debut or re-debut with the team in Arizona on Monday, the 29th.
Might be fine. It might be fine in that situation because you are playing the Reds and then you're playing the Pirates all at home, and then give him that little extra rest, and boom, let's go forward to the end of the year.
Let's go up to Allentown right now and hear from Bryce Harper on his first game back.
So the results were great, but how's the hand feel?
Yeah, it feels good. Just happy to get back out on the field and be around baseball again. Run the bases, see pitches, and attack when I needed to.
A lot of it's about knocking off rust, but how is it about feeling, or how you feel tomorrow, which will determine?
That second day coming back is always kind of tough for anybody. So say I wake up in the morning, so I feel. I'll definitely be back tomorrow, ready to go. But it's a stepping stone into each day. So I'm gonna take it one day at a time, and see how I feel each day, and go from there.
Can you talk about how you felt mentally up there when you first at bat?
Yeah, it was definitely a little nervous, butterflies, things like that. Just it's always part of the game. But just excited to get back out there, ready to play, being around guys that I know and seen before, and just being able to be back in the dugout, preparing and things like that. So waking up in the morning, preparing for to play today, and preparing in the cage, and just getting ready to play in a game for the first time in 2 months. So just happy to be back and ready to get going.
On Sunday, you said your strength level felt 85 to 90%. What do you feel now?
Yeah, same. I mean, like I said, every day is going to be a stepping stone into that next day. So we are where we are right now, and we'll get to hopefully where I need to be to get back and ready to play.
2 home runs had to feel pretty good tonight.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think anytime you go out there and you're able to put the bat on the ball and have good at bats, see pitches, like I said, and compete at a high level, it's always good.
What'd you make of the atmosphere tonight? Obviously, not your home park at Citizens, but up in Allentown, some folks who don't always get to see you.
Yeah, really cool. I think the last time I was here was in 12. I think it was one of my second to last series before I went up to play. So it was good being back. Of course, I don't want to be here all the time. So just excited to be down here playing and get ready. And the fans were great. I thought the ballpark was awesome. The atmosphere was great. So a lot of fun.
Bryce, I know it was just one game, but I mean, are you and the Phillies really committed to being here through Saturday? Is there any chance you would come up for the weekend?
I mean, like I said, we're going to take it one day at a time, understanding that tonight was great, right? I mean, but at the same time, I need the at-bats. I need to be able to see pitches, see different guys, different angles, understanding how my body's going to react, what my thumb's going to be like, and just try to go from there.
Team's obviously in a great position right now. How excited are you to get back and join that ball club here in the next week or so?
Yeah, they're playing great. Being able to kind of watch them over the last couple of months kind of grind it out and play as a team, and understanding that each guy that's coming up is next man up mentality. I think being able to watch that and see that just shows how together our group is up there, and I look forward to getting back.
What is it that you can get down here kind of in this environment that you wouldn't get jumping right to the big leagues, in terms of seeing the pitches down here and being at a minor league level?
Yeah, I mean, I have to understand that I need to see pitches. I mean, I need to see and understand that going out there and at the big league level, it's tough to just get at bats and nobody really cares, right? Everybody cares up there. So if I see pitches down here and it's not that great, and I can play 2 days and take a day off, or 3 days and take a day off, it's great. Down here, up there, I can't play 2 days and take a day off. So being able to kind of be down here, understanding, controlling each situation that we're in. If I need to come out of the game, after my third at bat, I can do that. Can't do it at the big league level. So, I mean, just trying to control the situation that we're in.
And when you're coming back from an injury, how much is it just kind of like being confident that, like, all right, I'm here, I'm back?
Yeah, I think that's just my body, the way it reacts. Time on feet is huge. Having 5 at bats tonight, being on the bases, I'm probably going to feel it, in my feet, and my calves, and my hamstrings, and everywhere else. So, seeing how my body reacts tomorrow and go from there.
A couple more guys.
When you were coming up through the minors and you'd come into a Phillies affiliate, you get booed. Can you just talk about you said back then it prepared you for when you would be going into Philadelphia. Can you just talk about the change in the atmosphere now?
Yeah, I don't think anybody really prepares you for Philadelphia. Being an opposing player there, those fans care a lot about their team and their city. So being able to kind of run through the minor leagues, nobody really liked me. So it is what it was, and I got to Philly, and very, very fortunate to play for such a great team and organization and a great fan base in Philadelphia.
You recently declared your intention to play for Team USA at the World Baseball Classic in March. How's that going to impact your recovery from your UCL injury during the offseason? Are you still planning to get surgery?
We haven't even talked about surgery, so we'll get there when we need to.
Your plan is just a DH this whole time, right?
As of right now, yeah.
How are you liking working with this team?
It's been good. I know a lot of these guys in here from camp and spring training and whatnot, so just fun to kind of be back in and ready to go.
The box score, obviously. The box score obviously looks pretty good. We'd say it was a flawless performance, but looking at these next few games you have here, where do you think you can improve upon after this first night here?
Like I said, just seeing pitches. That's all that we can come in here and do. I was very happy with the walks that I had, being able to get in the box, see as many pitches as I could. Faced O'Day, who's always a ton of bat for me, so that was good to see him. Facing a lefty and righty was great. So I was excited to get back in there, see the pitches I need to, get on base, time on feet. There's just little things that go into each day, and just trying to prepare that for getting up to the big leagues.
Do you feel like you can play right field in September?
No.
Bryce Harper in Allentown playing for the Lehigh Valley Iron Mutts as they've turned themselves for tonight's promotion, the Iron Pigs. Ricky Bo, what do you think it'll be like when he finally steps to the plate here at Citizens Bank Park?
Bedlam?
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, they've been waiting for this guy to come back now for 2 months, if not over 2 months now, however.
June 25th?
Yeah, it's been 40, what did I say, 50 games, so it's been a while. And obviously, he's the guy that you want in your lineup. He's the MVP. He's the king. When you really think about it, he's the king of the Philadelphia Phillies. You get him back. The one thing you don't want is everybody to just relax. And I think the lineup is they're the ones that I think what you're going to see is the first couple games you'll see this excitement with them. Bryce is back. We're going, everything's better now. But the one thing you don't want to see is anybody start slacking off after that.
He said
because sometimes people will relax when somebody else gets there. Oh, the pressure's off me. Let's throw it all on him. I think that would be unfair to do also.
He said one thing that was very important, several things, but one thing in particular that was important. He was asked, are you really going to stay up here till Saturday? You look so good tonight. Are you going to come back before that and be with the big club? And he said, I'm going to take it one day at a time, understanding that tonight was great, but I need the at-bats. I need to see pitches, and we all need to understand that. He's not coming back early, it sounds like.
There's no doubt about it. It's a great start for him. I'm sure he's happy. He was probably really excited just to get in the box and see some pitches and understand what was going on around him and feel like he was competing again. That's the first thing when you're injured. That's the first thing you want to do is feel that competition level again. Well, he got to feel that. He had a nice night for the Iron Pigs. But the one thing that really stood out to me is he agreed in the sense that he wants to see how he feels tomorrow. That's step one. But it's not just the hand. It's your legs. You were standing around. You're doing this. You're doing that. There's a lot of things that do go into this, and I'm glad he brought it up because I think people just think, oh, well, his hand's fine. Get him up to the big leagues.
Superman.
There's a lot of things that it comes down to timing as a hitter, and his timing might have been great tonight. It might be completely off tomorrow. But that's why you do multiple games. That's why it's not one and done in this type of situation. And let's not rush it. The Phillies have played well without him. You don't have to rush him up there. He knows that. He knows that he just wants to get to the point where he feels comfortable going to the plate in the big leagues.
And he said, we're, quote, trying to control the situation that we're in. That if I want to take a couple at bats and then not go back into the game, I can do that. I can sit out the next day, I can come back the following day, or I can play consecutively if I'm feeling good. He said, as you alluded, my calves, my hamstrings, my quads,
a little
my
bit of
feet,
everything.
I don't know how they're going to feel tomorrow after this game.
Well, how much running the bases do you think he did while he was injured?
Some, but not a lot.
I would say minimal. Running the bases?
We watched him do it the other night.
Well, you're putting the nails back on. You're running around the bases. It's a completely different type of running than running out in the outfield.
Yeah.